Well, you usually start with an opening statement, right?
We're excited about the start of the season. Obviously, Friday kicks it off for us. We're playing a team, Jacksonville, that is going to be athletic, quick. They're going to pressure us. You look at the teams that Cliff has had there, they've been a team that I think they really get after it. They play extremely hard. Last year's team went to the NIT, beat Arizona State at Arizona State, played Texas Tech down to the wire. So we understand we're going to have to play good basketball on Friday. You look at our schedule, it doesn't get any easier, obviously, on a Monday night, too. So, but it's important for us to get off to a good start and us to play very well on Friday.
Hey, Frank, I was curious, this team, where it is right now compared to a year ago where the team was at the same point heading into the season, do you see a discernible difference? Maybe.
I think this team is better than last year's team because it's older. Last year's team was young. We had a couple of seniors, but this team I think it's better than last year's team. And there's no question about it when you look at the way these two guys are playing. I think Duran and Malcolm in the backcourt, I think they're improvements, but DeQuan's improvements, I think that gives us a chance to have a little bit more athleticism. I think we're deeper. I think Garris has made some huge strides in his game. And then, obviously, right now with Julian's knee trying to come back, he's not quite 100%. That kind of affects us a little bit. But obviously, with Reggie and Donovan, I think Donovan's going to be really, really good. And Adrian. So I'm excited about our depth. I think this team's got a little bit more depth than last year's team, but also a little bit, the experience.
What did you learn in the two exhibition games? I know it's hard being exhibition, but what did you pick up from that stood out to you?
Well, I think, when you say it's exhibition games, I think, we can only play Division IIs. And we wanted to keep it local, obviously, with Barry. But Florida Southern is a team we've played over the years, and they're ranked in top 10 in the country. So we wanted to play a team, they're an experienced team. I think the thing that we look at it, and we just talked about, is our depth. I think we got some depth. I think there's not, we can go to the bench and play guys and not lose a whole lot. And that's, I like that about this team.
Do you find out a lot about this team, do you think, from these first two games? Because like you said, Jacksonville's not that bad. You got Ole Miss, a quick turnaround. Will you find out pretty quick, just what you got?
Yeah, Memphis. But,
I'm sorry, Memphis.
Yeah, but Jacksonville is pretty good. I don't want to say not that bad. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a challenge early, no question. I think early on in the year, playing a Jacksonville team that, probably will be one of the better teams in their league, and then going right away to play a team ranked in the top 20.
You said getting back to Julian not being 100%. Is this early on with him? Is it going to be trying to get him some rest, or is it going to be like sort of an all-season thing where?
No, I think eventually he'll be fine. Manny, I think it's just been he just had surgery, and he's started practice only about 2 weeks. He's only been practicing about 2 weeks, so he doesn't have his conditioning yet. I think he was playing at such a high level when he got hurt. In terms of he was playing quicker, and that was one of the things we tried to work with Julian on, is just being more decisive in his moves, and he's now trying to get that rhythm back. So we need Julian's a valuable guy for us because he's smart, he understands what we're doing, and so but he's not quite there yet, and I think he will. He's worked hard, doing some extra cardio and doing some extra work with Wes and Tador to get himself ready.
Do you have a set number of minutes with him, or do you just kind of see how he feels and see?
Well, we didn't want him to play more than 15 minutes these two games, and hopefully he can increase that a little bit more this week. So
do you guys sit together and do your sort of goals, for the team, and did you put that together?
Our goals.
As a team, do you get together and put together these are the goals we're going to accomplish? I don't know if you.
Well, we do game goals. We have those things statistically that we want to try to achieve.
So what are some of those?
Well, field goal percentage, defense. Well, let these guys tell you. See what they know.
Yeah. What do you remember, DeQuan?
No. Well, let me go.
Field goal percentage, defense.
Okay, that's what I just said.
Charges. Was it minimum of 3?
You have to take 3 a game.
Take 3 a game.
Go help them out.
rebound, minute, assist. Mr. Defense, we have to decide as a team who we feel played.
I think we're going to decide that, the coaching staff.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We still are we.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think that's some blocks.
And just doing blocks.
Assists.
No.
Assists.
Assist turnovers
Just-
per game.
Just the little things that people don't pay attention to. That's what we focus on.
Well, what are
The
some of the
small
numbers?
things that matter.
What are some of the numbers you guys sort of put together, like for the assist to turnover ratio and all that stuff?
Turnovers less than 12. Okay. And
We'll keep the opponent under 40%.
40%.
40% field percentage defense.
3-pointers is 30%.
Under 30%. You guys are good now. You think about it.
Paying attention, huh?
Yeah. But something I haven't talked to them about is interesting. I went to the game the other day and I sat with Coach Riley and we were talking about charges, and he said they have they call dodges. Guys that get out of the way, don't take a charge. So we're going to probably do dodges too, as opposed to charges, both of them. So you keep it with your dodges. That's probably not a good thing. You don't want to be the dodge guy. So.
Jimmy Graham was sort of the specialist for you guys for a few years there, the guy who drew those charges.
Yeah. And I tell you, he was great because in our zone, the middle guy in the zone has to be willing to do that. And Reggie's very good at moving his feet. And for a big guy, he's not afraid of that lumbering down and hitting the ground. He really isn't. He doesn't mind hitting the floor. First couple of years, I used to tell Reggie, you got to stay up because he'll dive on the floor for a loose ball. So I think Reggie will be good at that. We've got to get some other guys in our guards and these guys taking charges too.
Hey, DeQuan, do you feel like the team's, like we talked about, it's a real tough start to the season, those first two games. Do you feel the team's already clicking in some respects? You guys have real good cohesiveness, coming off last year?
I mean, just these 2 games, I feel like we have clicked, but I mean, it's still early in the season, still a lot of things to work on. But as far as Coach said, just as far as depth, knowing what each player can do in certain situations and knowing, what they're capable of, then these 2 games pretty much set the tone, and we're just trying to gain momentum and rolling into this game Friday.
For either one of you guys, have you felt the carryover from last year? You guys obviously finished so well, finished the season well. Have you felt that carryover through the first 2 exhibition games?
We knew going into the season that we would have a lot of confidence of what we did in the ACC tournament. But we know as a team that we don't want to keep hopping on that. This is a fresh new start, and we just have to take it one game at a time and just keep buying into what the whole coaching staff is teaching us, and then just keep getting better day by day.
Jacksonville is the first opponent, but that 24-hour marathon, the fact that you guys are kicking that off, you excited about it? Could be a part of that sort of the first game on ESPN.
Yeah, we're excited. We that's first game, and that's perception is everything. So we know that's a big game for us, and we can stay together and hopefully come out with the win. And that says a lot about this team. I'm excited to see how we handle it.
When was the last time you guys played at midnight, pick up for a regular game?
I mean, between the 2 of us, we'll come in and get shots around 11 at midnight, so it's no big difference. But as far as team-wise, I mean, we just got to condition ourselves and maybe get some practices and some shoot-arounds and just, condition our bodies to be ready.
We're practicing at midnight. We may go a little early on that.
Are you going to really do anything to prepare them just for that time change?
Yeah, we're going to actually practice Saturday night,
Okay.
and then we leave Sunday, and we'll do something in Memphis Sunday night.
On the first 2 exhibition games, your rebounding numbers have been up. Is that something you're concentrating more on this year, or is it just the way it worked out? Or?
And that's a big thing for me. I mean, me and Coach, we sat down and we talked about what it's going to take for the team to be successful and put us in the best position to win. And we just came up with rebounding. Coach pretty much explained to me, with my athletic ability, there's no reason why I shouldn't get over 7 to 8 rebounds a game.
What would be the key for you to get that? To get those numbers?
I would have to say conditioning. You have to condition your body to always put pressure on the rim. When the ball goes up, always put yourself at least get 2 feet in the paint and still be able to get back on defense as far as offensive rebound. So you rebound, you always have to locate your man and get back on defense. So it's just a matter of working on your conditioning and just conditioning your mind to every time the shot go up, you attack the glass.
Coach, have you